Greetings gamers, welcome back to our FC Andorra Road to Glory series with me, Johnny, and it's been a meteoric rise, that is for certain, and it's going to be a tough old season, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun as well, and there's a lot to catch you up on and chat through, and I've got loads of notes here. And before we do, I did a giveaway in a decent amount of episodes ago. I contacted the person directly who won, but just to put you on screen so that everyone can see, this is a comment I've put on now for you to see who won that giveaway. So do give them a congratulations if you spot them in the comments. And obviously I will do a few more of those. Now, we are doing a regen naming giveaway. If you don't know what that is, you're new to my series, for example, then basically what we do is when we have some regens coming in, and we're going to start getting a few, I feel, so I want to get this ready to go, is that basically I'll pick a few winners based on some cool comments you do. And for people really heavily doing comments, getting in there, I'll see regular names that I'm chatting to, and I'll pick you guys out to put forward either your own name or maybe a funny name for a player that will then nickname as that, and they will be in our club. And you might see your name, your player, become an absolute worldie for us. We've had many, many great ones in the past. Simon Wakefield, John Andrew, and alike has been loads and loads over the time. But this is your chance. So all you got to do is keep getting involved in the comments. For today's comment then, basically, where do you think we're going to come? This is our first season in the top flight, in La Liga. How do you think we're going to do? In terms of maybe not the exact position, but if you do want to guess a position, but you can do top half, bottom half, relegated, all that kind of jazz, let me know. I'm very intrigued your thoughts before we kind of get stuck into the nitty-gritty. Now then, let's get stuck into that nitty-gritty. And you can see already off the bat here that we have got 20 million in the balance. It basically said that we were going to get, I think, about £30 million TV money, and it's given us £17 million of that up front, or 40, a decent chunk anyway, up front into the coffers, which is basically making up the majority of the balance here. And the rest of it will come through the season. So we should make a decent amount of money. It's predicting around about the 30 sort of mil mark, which is nice. And hopefully if we do get sort of January, with a nice little kitty, we can go out and try and transfer a few more players. It's been a tough old sort of transfer window. I will show you what we've done, but I've missed out on a few players that I've kind of been eyeing up for a little while. Sort of spotted them, and I've been eyeing up for either a loan or for a transfer for a little while. One player in particular that we've used before in a previous series, it was quite a long time ago, I think. The Midtjylland one, or maybe not that long ago, but a good few FMs ago. Charles Elena. And then Oriol Busquets. They were the two that we've kind of missed out on. Elena's moved and got 66 grand a week at AC Milan. So I can kind of understand that. And Busquets has gone to Valencia. Not earning a great ton. It's on about 20 something. But at the time, it was more than we could actually offer, which was really frustrating. We now can offer that kind of range, but at the time, we really couldn't. So really disappointed to miss out on him, because I think he'll fit perfectly into our tactic and would be a really great player. But hey, you can't win them all. The thing is, they won at Valencia, I think they've only signed him as like a backup squad player, and when it sort of flashed up, I'm pretty sure. So it might actually come that they get transfer listed again. Who knows? Now, in terms of the transfers, one of them I did show you last time, Tony Leto. Here he is, and in our squad, 8 grand a week, 4.6 million. A really good wing back. I think he'll be very, very decent for us. Decent player for first division sides, which is awesome. I then went out and got another free. It was harder to find frees. There wasn't a ton out there, I'll be honest with you. There was a couple that I was interested. I was interested in Sergio Diaz from Real Madrid. He got released. Decent striker. And if this would have been in the second division, I'd be all over him. But for the top flight, I kind of felt like we needed better than him. It was decent, but not amazing. So this guy is a centre-back, though. Tosin Adarabio. Anyway, don't know. He's on from Manchester City. He's worth 3.2 million, £17.75 thousand, but he's a really good, solid player. In terms of where he's been previously then, he's had a season, a season in the Championship with Blackburn and did okay. He then seemed to just sort of stick around a little bit for Man City, being a sort of a backup player, doing reserve games, but he has come to us on a free, and he is a pretty decent player for this division, so I'm very happy with him. Dejan Zukic is a Serbian, I think that is, Serbian player, 1.7 million, not cost us a great deal here, £500,000, can rise a little bit, but it was just brought in for a bit of depth. I again, it was tough trying to find players. But I also thought I could probably make a profit on this guy at the very least, and if we can sell him for that, then that's like tripling our money. So I think we're pretty decent with this one. It'll just be a squad player for us, nothing too special, but we do need squad depth as well. Declan Christie then was a young player that my scouts actually found. We literally signed him on a free transfer. He was still available. He was at TNS, which I think is the Welsh club, is it? Either way, he's an English centre-back. Not massively developed just yet, but he has got potential, apparently. So he's in our under-19s. He literally costs us nothing, a few £100. So I thought, why the hell not? As soon as I saw I could just approach him, which has been wrong, because there's been a couple of other players I could approach, but they all wanted like £1 million compensation and stuff, so I couldn't go after them. And when I tried to make an offer, they wanted even more than that. And because of our limited transfer budget, I've been trying to hold off making, wasting it too much, because I was obviously chasing after the likes of Elena and Busquets, which they wanted about 5 million and 10 million respectively, so I would have had to like do loads of wheeling and dealing for that, so I was kind of keeping money for that. Nikola Kristovic, then you already kind of saw this. I already told you anyway, I put in for him, so he's going on a permanent deal worth 700k. We'll see how he gets on. I don't think he's going to play absolutely tons, but we'll see. Thierry Correa then, he's £675,000, can rise up to 1.5 million from Valencia. They bought him for 10.75 million at the start of this game. Not really played at all for him, but he's a decent young player, worth 2 million, 9k a week. He can cover both flanks, even though left isn't great, but he's basically in for right wing-back cover and rotation, and if very desperate, left cover as well. But it's a decent young player. There was, again, a shortage of those kind of players. Lucas Nemencha then. Manchester City has been a feeding ground for us. They just have, obviously, so much money they can bring in so many young players, and they end up releasing or loading out quite a lot. But this is a young striker. He's German. In terms of obviously City, he has been on various loans, Preston, Wolfsburg in the game, and then Rayo, who were in the first division, and he scored 12 goals. And this is why I kind of looked at him. Oops, sorry if I just deafened you all, just hit the microphone there. I looked at this guy because he's scored goals in the top flight of Spain. So he looks a decent player. He's our best striker. And yeah, I've kind of cancelled the Andre loan that we had previously to sort of focus on this guy. And hopefully he'll do the business for us. He's not like an absolute worldie yet, but I think he's decent. Juan Miranda, he's our left wing-back cover. However, he's technically down as being better than Leto, but Leto is our player, so I'm going to concentrate on him. He can, if we're desperate, cover at centre-back as well, and do a really decent job, I'd say. Actually, looking at his stats, he'd probably be one of our best centre-backs. But he's mostly going to be for that left cover, because we have got two decent centre-backs already. Lazar Krasovic, then, we spent about £80,000 on this guy. Literally just a backup young goalkeeper who's like not the worst, and he's a slight upgrade on sort of Munoz, I'd say, that we had previously. Or Banos, rather. Sergio Gomez, then, he's alone, and literally I needed someone with a bit more flair and attacking. Obviously, my attempts to get over Elena into our squad, who's very similar to him, failed. So we went after this guy, and I'm very pleased with him. He's got some brilliant stats in some key areas, and I think he can be an absolutely superb player for us. He is described as a wonder kid. We've got him on a 2-year loan deal, 13.25k. I think after that 2 years, I think even like end of this season, we won't be able to extend it further. I think they're going to definitely want to start playing this guy in their own team. Javier Montero then, kind of showed you this guy, I think, in terms of he was available for like 1.7 million, but I couldn't afford to give him the wages he wants, which is really annoying because we could own this player right now. But they did eventually list him for loan, so I've decided to bring him in on a 2-year loan deal because he's a really good, solid centre-back, and maybe they'll transfer list him and we can bring him in. Who knows? But yeah, shame that we couldn't get that guy over the line earlier. Also, another youngster here, then another sort of centre-back option, and he will be sort of like our 4th, 5th, 6th choice or whatever, sort of centre-back. He's down as 4th choice there. So he's got there a bit of cover and a bit of potential, and so hopefully he'll do decent things. Not cost us a great deal. And again, my scouts found him, and what I've done this time is I'm not going to, shock horror, do as much of the kind of full-on regen scouting system. I don't often let my scouts do it, but because we've kind of been backed into that corner during the first years that's the save, the scouts have actually done a reasonable job of finding me a few players, and for a lot of them, I've generally just gone to the clubs and seen whose contracts are expiring, who looks pretty decent, and scout or trial on an individual basis. But over this sort of late end of last season into this season, the scouts are doing all right. And what I've done now then is I've hired a load more scouts. We have now got up to 13. I've got a couple extra coming in shortly. to sort of feel that little boost. I've just literally asked the board very recently. I think it was literally just a couple of moments before I started recording. And I've got currently my 10 out doing things. And basically that is scouting. They've all got like 2 or so sort of nations each. If you look at the scouting assignments, just to show you this. So they're all currently doing loads of things, whether it's Africa, Czech Republic, Croatia, Denmark, Finland, Germany, Brazil, UK and Ireland. They're all set basically to look for max age 21, minimum potential of excellent, which basically is getting towards 4.5, 5-star potential. They must fit our tactics. They must be in a role that we play, so we're not going to get any sort of sweeper, sort of centre-back things. We're not going to get any normal fullbacks. They must play wing-back. We're not going to get any wingers. We don't play them. Basically, we're going to get only players that play for us. We've got next opposition as well. And I'm just going to keep doing this because, like I say, it's been doing all right for so far. I have just upgraded my scouts, so I've let quite a few go and swapped around for some new ones. Obviously brought some new ones in as well. Changed over the chief scout because he was absolutely rubbish. He was a regen that started with us. We've done a massive overhaul of the staff in terms of just massively upgrading. You can see here that we literally have really, really good squad staff. We have like the best coaching for a lot of areas. I've massively improved that. You can see we've got 8 out of 8 there. I do need to improve the Assman, but not majorly a good amount of options. There's one guy in particular I want, but he wants to be like a director of football. So when I keep putting to assistant manager, he just reds out. But I keep trying. So far I've not got him, but it says he's green for it. So I'm hoping at some point I can find the sweet spot of cash that will bring him in, because he'll be an amazing guy for it. But yeah, that's kind of those things. I don't want to waffle on too much, guys. I'm still waiting for the episode where I ask you, how do you feel about this waffling sort of stuff? In terms of, do you like to know all this stuff? Or honestly, guys, would you rather I just did like a little short segment with a bit of music that just shows you the transfers and maybe a few key screenshots, and then we get into the games? If you'd rather I kept it shorter and sweeter, do let me know in the comments down below. That can be an extra bonus comment for you to leave me, because I do want to know how you'd rather I did the episodes. In terms of anything else to mention, I have tried to upgrade the stadium. They mentioned nothing about it. So basically, we've sold 1,100 season tickets on a 1,200 capacity stadium. So I was like, they have an issue there. It literally said, we've sold out the season tickets. We literally can't sell more because obviously the away fans need at least something to come and watch us, watch them at away games. So I asked to upgrade it, and disappointingly, it said it was going to upgrade it by 500 seats to about 1,700-ish for £500,000 or 600,000. Now, we need a minimum seated capacity of 15,000 in this division and 5 or 6 in the division below, which we obviously put off for the couple of years that you're allowed. So I don't know what's going to happen. It's in the planning stages at the minute, if you look here. So I really don't know how that'll sort of work out. It's kind of saying it won't be ready for another year and a little bit. I'll keep you updated, guys. I'm kind of hoping when it gets to the planning, it'll sort of kick in that the fact that we need a much bigger stadium. But the fact of the matter is, I just had no option to build a new stadium or anything. So I'm guessing that's kind of like the limit of its capacity. So I'm kind of hoping that in this planning, they'll decide to go and build a new stadium for 15,000 or whatever. Just so that we don't waste the money of doing this to then have to go and build a new stadium for a bigger capacity. I don't know. I really don't know what's going to do there, but we need to increase it. So I've got the ball rolling, because it is in the boards thing, but they were doing nothing about it. Now then, let's get on to the all-important thing, which I think is the last bit really to cover. Oh, you can also see in the vision there were 3 things. That kind of pressing thing the possession thing I managed to get rid of, because that can be a bit weird. But I had to accept the attacking and high tempo pressing. And I really don't get why there is an attacking requirement and pressing football when we're expected to get relegated. Fight against relegation is our target. Avoid relegation. Like, how do those two things go together? It doesn't make sense to me. I feel that's a bit broken. This surely shouldn't come in until you're gonna be like an established top flight team. Hey ho. This is the tactic then. This is what I've been putting off, guys, from showing you. Because I think there's going to be a few of you there that go, what the hell?
What the damn hell?
But yeah, I've decided to change the tactic quite dramatically in kind of a way. So yeah, now I've called it triangles, or all the triangles, because I sort of having a bit of a play with a few things that I thought might help us. At first, I was sort of going to do this. I was looking at this. I've played this in a few of the friendlies. I've literally played this in no games. Today's going to be the first. which is probably a risk. But I've been playing this a little bit, and I've been playing our normal one a little bit. But then I sort of thought, well, what if I could combine the two slightly and make kind of an offensive tactic, but also maybe one that could be quite good at the back? Because it's going to be a very weird league. We've got massive teams, and we've got teams that we probably could beat on our level. Because that's kind of how La Liga is. It's very mixed. It's almost like Scotland. You've got like your major teams and your sort of minor teams. And I feel like there's going to be a massive split in the league. So I kind of felt I wanted a tactic that could attack, especially the smaller teams or par teams to us, but then stand a chance of defending kind of against the bigger ones, whilst also playing attacking football for the bloody board. So this is why I've kind of settled on this. Now, I really wish we could have got Charles Elena in sort of here, and we could have put Dementia pure up front, but he can play in the AMC role as a shadow striker, so he is going into there for now. If this works, because it's a bit of a trial, we'll see how it does. I just feel like it could work. But if it doesn't, then we'll revert back. In a day, this season is kind of a throwaway because we've got the avoid relegation thing. And if we go down, we'll come back up because we've got tons of money now. We're sound. This sort of stint in the top flight has just set us for life now. But yeah, I kind of feel like we can do good things. If it don't work out, we can always go back to some sort of tried and tested formation, aka this. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. But basically, all the triangles is because literally every position has a triangle. So if you look at Rico to there, these guys, triangle. These guys, triangle. These guys, triangle. These guys, these guys. All of the positions are a triangle, which I thought was kind of cool. And they always say that triangles are good in football. So I don't know if I'm just getting super hyped about the triangle thing and it's going to be shit. But yeah, either way, guys, this is the squad then. So Muric, Montero, Adebayo, we need a nickname for him. Mora, Monchu, Rico, Leto, Doyle, just coming back from an injury, but kind of really need him in this role. Gomez, Nementia, and Kuntemetsov leading the line for us. And if it does go well, I very much would be selling Marquez and trying to bring in another AMC, because we're a little bit short in depth there. So we'll kind of see how it goes. But let's get into the game, guys. I've waffled on for 17 minutes. I do apologise profusely. But like I said, just let me know. Just let me know what you think. Would you rather see it or not? I really don't get why also that you have your first 25 that you're allowed to choose from, and then in the second part you can choose from these. It seems pretty weird to me. Anyway, never mind. Oh, right. I'm hoping for good things, but I'm also praying that we just don't get smashed. Now, Real Betis, definitely a team I've obviously heard of, more so than teams we've been playing over the last couple of seasons, for the most part. But I don't feel like they're one of the massive big hitters, and I'm kind of worried why it's taking so long for the teams to warm up here. I really hope that FM hasn't just crashed on me. If it has, now I have saved before the game. I always save before I do a live com just in case something goes wrong, but a bit worried. There we go. We're actually there in the game. That was like a very long delay. But yeah, I've heard of this team, but I don't think they're like one of the major hitters. So you never know. But we are away from home. Let's see how we get on. So I'm going to say, go cause an upset. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? Let's see what happens, boys. Very excited to see how the triangles of doom, or all the triangles, as I've called it, pays off for us, or doesn't. But Nementia charging forward here. Oh my god, he's literally all the way charging. Well, that is one hell of a goal. He literally picks it up in our own half, just non-stop runs, and tucks it past the keeper. That is one hell of a way to make your debut and score your first goal for the club within like 2 minutes, was it? Wow, this guy could be special. If he keeps doing that, bloody hell. Leto into the box here. Leto probably should be doing decent. Got a few debutants obviously today, but we still have the majority of squads kind of been together for the last season. With just a sprinkle of new players in there. But that was a brilliant start from us there. The brilliant run, obviously, from our new striker. But yeah, another part of really why I wanted to go to this is the strikers. I always get hiccups when I start recording. No idea why, guys. I've literally not had it all day, and then I hit record and hiccups come. Really weird. Mora, go on, get a good ball in. Mora crosses it. There's Leto. Oh, Leto should be scoring that, guys. We could almost be 2-0 up on our debut game in the top flight. It's the first time FC Andorra have been in the top flight, so This is our debut. Oh my God, is he going to do it again? He's going for it. Dementia, he's through. This guy. What? He's on fire, man. What is he doing? What has he been taking? I don't know, but I need some. He literally is running for days. Mora. But yeah, like I was saying, I really wanted to sort of tweak the strikers in terms of that. They just seem to struggle a little bit to get involved with the matches as William is through. Good save from Muric. And I felt like maybe attacking the ball from deep, i.e. shadow strikers in the AMC role, might just do a decent job, which is kind of already proving what I'm trying to talk to you about basically there. Dementia's run from being that shadow striker role have been amazing so far in the first 20-odd minutes of this match. But yeah, I really want to tweak it, and I felt like this would just give us that good balance of a nice striker to lead the line, and with two sort of dangerous players behind. But we'll see how it goes. It does obviously kind of mean that we've technically got two at the back, but then we have two deep lane playmakers on defend in front of them. You know, as you can sort of see here, if we pause it, you've got your two at the back, which, yes, kind of leaves us exposed. But you've got your wing backs that will get back and support. But then we've got two players sat in front, screening, hopefully like this guy, which means technically they just need to try and cover these whilst the players get back. So it will leave us open. But then also, as you can see here, we are streaming forward. Horror. We could be 3-0 up in this game, guys. We really could. Dominating the possession, dominating the chances as well. I'm very pleased with how it's going. Now, obviously, I'm not certain where Real Betis are due to come in this league or predicted. But I know they're not like one of the massive big hitters. So it is kind of crucial to get these games under our belt and try and take these teams on. Because I think these are the ones that we are going to be in that kind of bottom half fight with come the end of the season. So we need to try and capitalise, especially given the fact that we are on top in this game. And we are very much on top. I'm kind of good that we're not going in 2 or 3-0 up here. But I'm going to say guard against complacency. One player looking stressed. Try and win them back over. Yeah, we couldn't do it. Never mind. Well, let's get back out there, guys. 11 shots, 3 on target. They've come back into it a little bit towards the end because that was a little bit lower. That was more like 3 and 9 at one point. But we've got the possession. We've had 1 clear cut and 2 half chances. We've got to be careful, obviously. We don't want to let them into the game because we've been the better side first half. We've not seen a lot of the second so far. It's Kuntemetsov, Doyle, Gomez. Sergio Gomez, his debut goal as well. Assist from Tommy Doyle in the box-to-box role. Sergio Gomez, come on, boys. Dementia and Gomez, the two shadow strikers, have both got really good sort of quality and attributes about them. They're kind of our best players, I'd say. I think those two guys are probably our best players, and it is showing in today's game. They've both got the goals and playing really well. Now, we'll see this highlight out, and they might make a change then to see what we're playing with fitness-wise for a few players. I've had a really decent pre-season. I didn't really show you that, but as you know me, I tend to play against that sort of similar to lower level teams just to build the confidence up, and we've done really well. Leto needs to cut it back. He doesn't. Oh, Kuntemetskov's first goal of the season. Bit of a dodgy rebound. Leto absolutely should have just cut that one back to him. I think it was to Kuntemetskov anyway. Like, here, he should just be passing that. Look at that. Absolutely selfish boss word. But yeah, really should be cutting that back, but luckily we got away with it. 3-0, boys. So good. So good. So excited. Can you tell? Can you tell? In terms of subs then, I think Fidalgo, maybe. Just give Doyle was pretty knackered going into this game, so I think we will rest him for Fidalgo, just so that we're not killing him on his sort of return after a little bit of an injury spell. Or injury knock, should we say. I think maybe Mora. He's pretty knackered there. I think, yeah, we're 3-0 up. We'll make a couple of changes. Rest a couple of key positions that we're going to need nice and fit. Let's not concede any goals, though, boys. Good, decent header away. We are closing them down. Good defending from our centre-back there. Oh, let's it go. There's Kuntemetsov. Oh, he's burnt him. Kuntemetsov flying past the defence here. Kuntemetsov. I don't know how he missed the first effort. I'll be honest with you. It's kind of disgraceful that he took it round the keeper and hit the post. We'll watch this again, but I mean, I don't know what's going on here, guys, but for some reason we seem to have turned on our running boots because we're just flying past these guys. But you've got to be honest, that was a dreadful finish from him. He took it round the keeper, hits the post, and then slide tackles his rebound in. going to make goal of the season, but I'll take it. 4-0. Well, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I didn't see it going this well. I think we've got VAR. We have VAR, guys. We're in the top flight. We've made it now. You know you've made it when you've got VAR, guys. That's when you know we are in the big time. Let's see. Reviewing a penalty decision. I mean, it's the 90th minute. Just, who cares? Give him it. We'll save money on the clean sheet bonuses. Oh dear, I've missed this. We had this like in the Pagon series last year, all these pointless running back and forwards and VAR, all this. Oh god, it was so pointless. But they have given him a penalty. Not sure what it's for. Leto's got a yellow card. Muric, can he save it then? He can. Rebound. Will we get away with it? Ball to come back in. Can we defend this bit? Still dangerous. Got to get rid of this now. It does go wide. Muric. He clearly wants that goal bonus. Not goal bonus, clean sheet bonus, doesn't he? He's like, no, you will not take away that extra grand away from me, you bastards. So, excellent result from us. I'm a little bit shell-shocked. You can probably tell. I was not expecting that to happen. But, hey, guys. We just smashed you. Now, let's have a quick look. I do want to have a quick... Ooh, I've had a little cheeky trial offer for Oscar here. He's transfer listed for 2.7 million. He's definitely not as good as like Elena would have been. But let me know your thoughts, guys. I think it looks pretty decent. He could be good depth for that sort of shadow striker role, I think. He's got some decent stats there. Free kick taking, passing, leadership flair, determination's decent. His physicals aren't great. He's not really strong or he's not got a lot in there. Definitely lets him down. But let me know your thoughts. He's young. Cheapish, and I think again he'd be one of those. I think we could probably bring him in, and if we sell him on in a season, so we might make a profit if he has a decent campaign with us. But let me know your thoughts on him as well. In terms of, if we look at the competitions, then First Division preview, so we're previewed to be 17th with a 900 to 1 odds. Real Betis are down as 8th, 33 to 1, which is interesting. So we'd be an 8th place team. Now, obviously, it's one game, so I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but we're going to win the league. We're going to win. No. Right. It's going to be a long one, guys. I do apologise for that, but there was like loads I want to get through in the start of today's episode. Like I said, do let me know if you like hearing that stuff or not. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I literally cannot wait to see you again soon, because I have no idea what's going to happen in this next run of fixtures. But I'll see you soon, guys.